offseason. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the single running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the offense is trying to complete that in route against zone coverage, but that was not a big window to try to fit that football in, and as a result, too easy for the defense to knock it down.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Rojas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rock it. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Grab near the marker. It's landing. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Panthers are on the move. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes the grab. It's landing. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Makes the catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pitt!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Steps away. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Breaks into the open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught behind the line. It's Rojas. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna let it fly. And they will score. Touchdown, Panthers!
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
They'll move the tight end. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Offense set on first down. looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the verse, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's open on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Makes the grab. It's landing. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Direct snap. Running to Green. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
Back open in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The last 2 plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig suey.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Quarterback moving. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And the big fellas, they got to catch the ball in the middle of the field. I mean, this is the area you want to work with that big body dragging across the formation. And you can throw it, you can miss so high with these guys, but they got the soft hands usually, and he probably wants that one back.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pulls it in. It's Rojas.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Sends it back in motion. Got a little space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. It's a run. Slippery slide. Found his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Deep throw off his back foot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looks like the defense will play quarters coverage here. Off play action on first down. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. They get him out of bounds at the 22, but a gargantuan gain on that one. quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because it gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Rolling on the run. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's strong. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Trying to get the corner. Find some fresh air. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he could block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the 1st down.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Ball is loose. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
Power football with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unleashes one. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Here's the pressure. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Scrambling away. On the run, deep down the right side. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Second down coming up. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away. It's a big time play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A low line drive and not his best work. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the butt. You need to put points on the board on. Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. He's now up to 58 yards rushing in this one and well on his way to a 1,400-yard season. The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. The quick out. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're an offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense, too.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. That's Hunt. It's Rojas. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Using his feet to buy time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Rushes on him. Zings it complete to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
get this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, that's exactly how you draw it up. You want to drop back. You want to play coverage. You want to make sure you don't give up a big play. You got to lead in the 4th quarter, but it also involves you tackling well and a nice job rallying to the football and making the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper. And they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last 3rd down. I think you got to go now if you're on offense on 4th down. The sense of urgency is cranking up, but you need to be more precise in the passing game.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Strong. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Strong. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Gets the back moving. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A designed run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Moving away from pressure. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped